Alright, so this week we watched The Heroic Trio, film number 39 on my list. It's from 1993, directed by Johnny To. It made it onto the list because it's from the list of cult movies that Criterion had, and, frankly, we were amazed. Quick rundown of the plot of this thing. Somebody is stealing babies from the hospital, and the cops are trying to figure out who it is. They are completely powerless to figure out what's going on. We see two babies just float and go out the window. And we're like, oh no, somebody's, like, the babies are just flying out of there. What's happening? And then a superhero shows up running across the electric wires and, like, throws, not quite throwing stars, like weird throwing, I don't know what you call these things. They're the weird triangle things. Sharp triangles. She throws them, pins the babies to the wall, gets into a fight. Sort of. It turns out that the babies are being stolen by an invisible lady. And then there's a third lady who shows up who's like, I'm gonna help the cops solve this because I want to get paid for it in gold. She rolls up on a motorbike. She resolves a hostage situation with exploding barrels and a shotgun. And then walks out and is like, give me gold, motherfucker. Like, amazing. Okay. So the superhero lady and the biker lady is apparently, yeah, she's like a mercenary. They end up joining forces to try to find out what's going on that's kidnapping the babies. They're like, it's somebody who's invisible. Somebody can turn invisible. And we get the B-plot, and it's that Michelle Yeoh's character, she's like in love with a scientist who's been working on the secret of invisibility. He's made a coat that can turn you invisible. I don't know if it's she wears like a weird woven thing at the end of the film. I don't know if that's the invisibility coat, but I can see her, so maybe that's not it. Yeah, and so she's like stealing babies for like a evil demon wizard lord who is like her boss. And she's like, I'm compelled to do his bidding because I was raised in his weird cult. And it turns out, like, the three of them all have an interconnected past, and it's spooky, and it's... So, like, they're able to sort of appeal to her, and then it ends up being the three of them as the titular heroic trio. I recognized a guy from the opening scene. When the cop and his wife, who is secretly the masked superhero lady, when they buy a house at the start of the movie, they're like, it's really run down. Oh, it's really run down, and it's like, it's a mess, but it's big, and it's on the outskirts of town, but close enough to amenities that it's not a big deal, and the wife is like, oh, we should buy it. We could have fun fixing it up together, don't you think? And I'm over here like, I saw this Tom Hanks movie. This is the money pit, isn't it? Yeah, we saw that. We saw some gun kung fu, some gun fu. And I'm just like, oh, this is Equilibrium. I saw this. The lady with the weird black mask thing is the superhero. I'm like, oh, this is Black Mask. I've seen this before. Right, the guy I recognized. So the guy I recognized at the start of the film, somebody's like trying to steal their car, and the cop, like, he's like, hang on, I hear something. And he runs to the window, and he sees this guy out in the car trying to hotwire the thing. And instead of just having the actual wires spark, they had him like put two wires together and just added in After Effects electric sparkles. So it didn't look good, but yeah, it is what it is. This is a Hong Kong film, so you know what? It would have been cheaper and easier just to hook it up to a car battery. Let's be honest with ourselves here. Anyway, the guy who was trying to steal the car, yeah, the cop, like, he jumps out the window holding a vine so he can, like, slow his fall, and then he uses the vine to, like, grapple the guy's neck, and he yanks him out of the car. Just yeet, get out. And I'm like, that's the motherfucker from Shaolin Soccer. It was Ironhead from Shaolin Soccer. I'm immediately like, that looks like him. I need to look him up and see if that's actually him. It was him. Fun connection. It's also very weird to think that we are closer now. We're further away now from Shaolin Soccer than this movie was from Shaolin Soccer in the other direction. This movie was 8 years before Shaolin Soccer happened, and it is officially now 24 years after Shaolin Soccer. It's a very fun movie. You should watch Shaolin Soccer if you haven't. Yeah, so the evil guy, he wants to have, he's got his minions kidnapping babies. Well, no, he really only has Michelle Yeoh kidnapping babies. And the reason why, he's like, he needs somebody to succeed him. He's like, oh, there's going to be a prince among these babies, and then it'll, like, go with the other princes. He's got a bunch of, like, children chained up eating human flesh, and I'm like, oh, he's like, they're making them cannibals. This is extremely fucked up. What is going on here? I'm joking that they're going to make the babies fight to the death, and whoever wins is going to be the one who, like, is his successor. Yeah, that might be the case. I don't know. There are so many weird effects, just great things. There's a move where they use Lady's motorcycle like a frisbee and then jump off and kick it at a guy. A train bursts through the wall and a fella, like, the train, I can't even discuss what happens with this train. It's ridiculous. I'm like, why did the tracks do that? I don't know. Why did you build the tracks like that? You can't board the train like that. It certainly can't get back in the other direction. And my god, when I saw the evil demon wizard guy, the master, he sent out, like, his top henchman, who was, like, guarding his secret hideout. He sends him out to, like, you know, deal with the trouble that's happening. And I just see him emerge from the sewers, and he one hand goes up, touches the ground, other hand goes up, and it's like holding a chain and a weird little basket mesh thing, and I just look at that and I go, this motherfucker's got a flying guillotine. Now, if you're familiar with Hong Kong martial arts films, you no doubt have heard of the flying guillotine from, I don't remember what year it's from, the Master of the Flying Guillotine from the 70s. Absolutely impractical weapon, absolutely incredible weapon to see used on screen. They just, it's a bird cage with a hole cut in the bottom that when they drop over your head, it takes your head off. And that's what this guy's got. And he manages to lop a few heads off with it. And I'm just like, you can avoid this situation by just, like, put your arms over your head. If your arms are over your head and flat, then it can't drop onto your head and it can't cut your head off. Problem solved. But no, everybody runs, arms down to their side. I'm running away from the man with the thing to cut my head off. Oh no, my head came off. Come on, guys. There's also, like, it's a fun juxtaposition. You know, you have, like, martial arts, I have sword, I have a collapsing staff, I have, throwing stars that I'm throwing at people, and then you got the third girl who's like, I got a motorcycle, I got a shotgun, and I have a seemingly endless supply of dynamite that I throw at people. And you would think that this wouldn't, she'd be the oddball, but no, they all are connected, and I guess they trained under the same master or something? I don't know. It's weird. Like, she clearly wasn't trained by ninja school in the use of shotguns and dynamite. That feels like it's off curriculum. Like, that's an elective right there. You learned shurikens, I learned dynamite. This went over very well. We all were laughing. Highly recommend. Like I said before, Academy Award winner Michelle Yeoh was in it. She's always great. I'm sure a lot of these folks have done a lot of other, martial arts films, because the Hong Kong martial arts scene kind of, it leans on its own talent sometimes. Like, that was the whole thing with Shaolin Soccer, was they brought back a bunch of, like, older stars, and Stephen Chow in general, like in Kung Fu Hustle, when they had, the Beast and the Landlady and the Landlady's husband. They were all, and even the three other masters, the tailor and the dude who hefts things and the other guy. They were all, they were all martial arts action stars of like the previous couple of decades. And he was like, hey, I want to give these guys a last hurrah. Let's put them in something. Let them show their moves in their old age, and this will be fun. And it was fun. And so I wouldn't be shocked if some of these folks were like that. I looked at the Evil Masters credits in this, and they were very long. He's done a lot of other things. They're all kung fu martial arts films, and not ones that have really made it over here necessarily. I think the director Johnny To was associated with the infamous Shaw Brothers, so like he's like in his probably 50s or like 60s or 70s at this point when he's making this movie. I doubt he's still alive. Yeah, this is a guy with a serious pedigree, and this film, as much as all of these ladies in this thing are all legitimate action stars. One of them is from, oh god, what was that movie? It's like Legend or something like that. And tragically, the third lady did pass away in like 2006 from cancer. She was fantastic. They were all great. Michelle Yeoh, obviously, if you've seen Everything, Everywhere, All at Once, she's still got the moves. Amazing. She can still do it. The other one is focused on filmmaking, not in front of the camera, but behind it, as I understand. But I'm sure she's more than capable still, too. That's not the sort of thing you just, stop doing and forget. The Heroic Trio, 1993. Give it a watch. IMDb only gave it a 6.6 out of 10, but it's in that sweet spot of it's not great it's not great in the way that The Shawshank Redemption is great, but it is great in that it is super entertaining. Watch this thing and get ready for fun. That's what you're going to get from this. This is a lot of fun. You will enjoy it. As for what we're going to enjoy, what are we going to enjoy next week? Let's find out right now. 3, 2, 1, and go. Alright, down into the Plinko they go. The Killing of a Chinese Bookie just shot right through there. Followed by Brazil, Cecil B. Demented, Moonrise Kingdom, Teorema. There's going to be obstacles. There are obstacles on the course. I did see that ahead of time. Obstacles are coming. Like this little thing here just past Mars. Okay, they go up and down. Alright, Brazil has shot out past... Oh, Cecil B. Demented is dead. Okay. Brazil out front, followed by... there's a few things jockeying for position here. Repo Man, Seventh Seal, Night Moves. They are picking up speed as they round... Maybe that's Mars. So that one will be Venus. Okay. I forget what order they're in. The backside of Earth, well lit up. We love it. Brazil is not out front anymore. Oh, it's because it's a corkscrew. All right, Brazil is still out front. The track narrows here. Okay, that's going to cause a little bit of a build-up. We have a steep decline as Brazil, the Seventh Seal, and Night Moves, and the Third Man, Killing of a Chinese Bookie. All things that I'm a little bit excited to see. They're going so fast, I can't keep up. Oh my god, as we pass the asteroid belt, I guess. What the fuck am I under? Or is this Jupiter? Am I going under Jupiter? This is Jupiter. Brazil is no longer first. The Seventh Seal. Ingmar Bergman's masterpiece drops down onto this ramp and then into this bucket and then onto the track as we round Saturn's rings. Okay, Seventh Seal. I'd watch that. I mean, obviously I'm going to watch it. Repo Man has fallen off into the abyss. Brazil trying desperately to catch up to the Seventh Seal. Can it do it? Maybe. Unless there's like some sort of... Oh, there's a speed up thing. A little speed booster as we pass Jupiter. Have they got the rings on Neptune and Uranus, I wonder? Because they got small rings too. Seventh Seal still way out front. Well, maybe not way out front, but still maintaining its lead over Brazil. I feel as though this is just a long track. It needs more obstacles in order to be very interesting. Because, let's be real, unless something happens, Seventh Seal is going to keep this lead over Brazil. It's only widening at this point, in fact. Oh, look! Obstacles. Oh, the Sweet Samela Success and Night Moves have fallen to their deaths. Seventh Seal has hit some of these, what do you call them? Bollards. That's what those are. We have more down here on this ramp. Moonrise Kingdom, Kiss of the Spider Woman, Three Women, Scanners, Fellini Satyricon are out. Is this the end? We don't even... Alright, well, it's the Seventh Seal. Teorema fell to its death. This is not even close. Oh, wow. Yeah, this is a very long course with few actual obstacles, and we don't even go to Pluto. I want to see Charon. Alright. Well, things are... There goes the hit. Things are starting to roll in. You can fall to your death easily off of the side here, so that's what's been happening to some of these guys. That's all of them. So, alright, our winner, the Seventh Seal, Ingmar Bergman. Wow, okay, let's pull up our movie list. Okay, so the Seventh Seal, 1957, chosen because it's a film from the 50s. It is, as I mentioned, directed by Ingmar Bergman. It's considered a masterpiece. It's historical fantasy, 8.10 out of 10. It gives us the popular image of death as like the pale white, chalk white Grim Reaper fella. Like if you've seen Death from the Bill and Ted movies, that's what they're doing. They're doing this movie. In fact, he's like the one who popularized you get to play a game against death at the end of your life. It's only 96 minutes, which falls in that sweet spot for, in terms of movies, the ideal length is about an hour and a half. So 96 minutes, that's only 6 minutes over. Perfect. We love it. No wonder it's an 8.1 out of 10. That is great. Alright, let's have a look at the actual final results here. So first place, Seventh Seal. Second place, The Killing of a Chinese Bookie. Third place, The Cameraman. Fourth place, The Phantom of the Monastery. Fifth, The Linguini Incident. Sixth, Jane B. Par Agnes V. Seventh, After Hours. Eighth, Repo Man. Ninth, Vampire. And 10th, The Velvet Vampire. Completely different vampire. And then, top 10 is usually all we usually care about. Then we got 11 and all that. Only 19 out of 41 finished. The rest fell to their deaths. I wish it told us when they fell to their deaths, because Brazil was out front for a while. You know what? No, these aren't in order of when they died, I don't think. They might be. Hard to say. But yeah, no, that's our movie. Our movie for this week is going to be The Seventh Seal. I've been excited for this.